Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Tonight, we are going to be doing a compensation plan overview, and we will answer all of the questions that you guys have regarding the binary system, how to build, how to make money here, how to earn, all the things. I am going to introduce my business partner with you guys, for you guys, Demetrius Ceruno. He is a double blue diamond here in the company. He is a multiple seven-figure earner in the industry. He has a wealth of knowledge. He is always inspiring us on his lives and in his trainings. He is amazing. So, Demetrius, are you here?
What's up, Michelle? Thank you so much. First of all, shout out to Michelle, top producing global diamond here. Her and her team are absolutely crushing it. So excited to be here to go over our Origin comp plan. This will be a great tool for everybody to be able to use to go back to and explain the comp plan. Just know, guys, that when you're explaining the comp plan, you don't have to go into this much detail. It's never going to be, you're never going to like understand the entire, every single component until you start getting in and growing a business. So I'm excited to be able to go over some of this with you with Michelle. And I'm hype. I got my coffee, my collagen coffee. And funny story, I got my pina colada as well. I made my coffee, and as it was cooling, I was getting the computer set up and ready to go, and I made a pina colada, so I got both. So I'm gonna get in here with both of these. So let's get started. The coffee is the best for sure. Uh, Origin comp plan, and this is a new Origin slide, a new presentation in the Origin back office. So 9 ways to earn. So um, as you guys can see, this is available in each and every one of your back offices. I would download it. I would read it. I would go through it. I would watch this a few times to really start understanding it. This is important to understand. When it comes to compensation plans, we have about a 60% payout, a true 60% payout. A lot of companies have like a 30%, 35%, sometimes at best 50%, but it's up to this pays out 60% every single week, just so you guys know. And why is that important? Because we have a very rich and lucrative compensation plan here because of the backing and the foundation of the company. The company has a very small overhead. The company is debt free. The company is profitable. The company doesn't owe people money. We own our own software. We own warehousing. We own manufacturing, meaning we can afford to pay out more than a lot of other companies out there. And it's not up to, it's a true 60% payout. I wanted to preface that. So as you guys can see here, customer bonus, fast start bonus, two team pay. We're going to talk about all these. We're going to touch on these briefly. So let's continue with the slide. And then this right here, I want to put heavy emphasis on the lifestyle bonus because honestly, you guys, I promise you, imagine if you want to build a big, beautiful mansion and you're building that mansion brick by brick. Okay. The lifestyle bonuses are the bricks of the foundation of the structure that you guys want to build. This is the whole building block of the entire compensation plan. This was a stroke of genius that they put into this pay plan to be able to teach duplication, to be able to have something that everybody's focused on every single month that's going to keep paying you. And if you guys want a thriving business, put an emphasis on duplicating these lifestyle bonuses. Okay. Lifestyle bonuses, there's a regular lifestyle bonus, which is based around a 70 CV order. And then there's a mini lifestyle bonus. So the mini lifestyle bonuses are half of each of these bonuses. So for example, if you sponsor two people, doesn't matter where they are in the two teams in your organization. If you sponsor two people, they order a 70 CV order, and then they go out and they get two people with a 70 CV order, you have $100 monthly bonus. That pretty much covers your product. That right there, if all we had was that, we could all get filthy rich just duplicating that out. The company said, we're going to give you more options. We're going to do a 3 by 3, meaning you sponsor three people with a 70 CV order. Each of those three people gets three people with a 70 CV order. Three who get three is a $300 a month lifestyle bonus. What I love about this, it's not a fast start where you hit it one time and you're done. This is a monthly bonus. I had never seen anything like this in my 20 plus year career in the industry. And I was like, this is amazing. 4 by 4 is $500 a month. Four people with a 70 CV order, you help each of them get four with the 70 CV order. That's 500 a month, and 5 by 5 is $700 every single month. You guys, I promise you, the entire compensation plan all comes down to these. If you want to be a multi-millionaire in this industry, you can. I'm not saying it's get rich quick. I'm not saying it's going to happen on its own. But if you want to be very successful, the big money's in the small money, help a lot of people hit these lifestyle bonuses, and your business is going to absolutely explode. That's it. Every single month, come in. What's the goal? 5 by 5. Every single month, 5 by 5. That's the top. Okay. Not everybody's going to hit that, but if you're shooting for the top and you land somewhere in between, that's a win because your business is profitable each month. All right, next slide, Michelle.
One thing I also wanted to add in here, you guys, when you think network marketing, how many times have you seen somebody post, you can make a quick $500 in my company? And when you ask, oh, how, right? That's the bait that they're getting you in on that post. And, oh, how can I make this? How can I make this? And it's, oh, you got to get 30 customers and then you got to do this and you got to do this and you got to do that, right? But here, all you have to do is sign up 4 people personally, and each of those 4 people have 4 people. So this company rewards you for growth. It rewards you for duplication. So it's that simple to really make $500 here. You get 4 people, they get 4 people each. That's it. Okay, I'll let Demetrius continue.
Oh, no, no, actually, thank you for that because that's something I forgot about. But let's each slide, we'll see. You can add stuff and we can tag team each slide. I've been a part of companies, guys, where you literally have to build 6 legs and there's different structure requirements in each and every single leg for you to be able to move up in rank. What I love here in Orygn, it's 2 team pay, meaning you're building 2 teams. That's it. You're driving 2 legs. As soon as you sign up, you have what's called a rotator in your back office. They're going to go in your left leg and they're going to alternate and go to the right leg, and then the next person's going to go in the left leg, and then the next person go in the right leg. You can choose which leg they go into by selecting in the rotator. Do you want them in the left or do you want them in the right? For for maximizing the comp plan, I will tell you it's a good idea to have personal sponsorships in both legs because of the generational matching checks that we're going to talk about. Okay. So, really, the simplicity and the excitement is if you were to come in now, there's a huge first mover's advantage where if you grab a position, everybody only has 2 legs that they're driving down. It means you're going to receive overflow. You're going to be able to get people coming in underneath you as people above you are sponsoring people and they're landing in your organization somewhere down the line. It's very cooperative. And all of that volume qualifies you to move up in rank, qualifies you to hit the rank bonuses. We're going to talk about that. So all volume is good volume here. All volume qualifies you to be qualified for higher commissions in your pay and also qualify you to move up in different ranks. So as you're focusing on, where should I go? I'm a big believer. You sign up, the first few, they go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. As your one leg starts to grow, your whole goal is you want to be able to keep as much of a balance as possible between your 2 legs. You also, because of the generational matching checks we're going to talk about, you also want matching checks in each leg because as that volume grows, you're getting paid a percentage of everybody that you sponsor and everybody that they sponsor. It starts to grow down through different generations. So we're building 2 teams and we're going back and forth between those 2 legs. Anything else you want to add, Michelle, on this?
I do. So you guys want to keep in mind too, you can earn up to 20K per week just in 2 team pay. So remember, you're getting paid on your lesser leg every week. So when you're building the binary, in the beginning stages of building a binary, your checks may only be a couple dollars here, a couple dollars there. But as the months go on and your volume is growing and growing and growing, those checks get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the 2 team pay is the patience. You have to have patience while you're building that binary up and keep that duplication going on in your team. And you're going to see those numbers grow and grow and grow, especially when reorders start to come in and when people start getting their own customers and that volume goes in. So it's really important that you're patient with the 2 team pay but that can pay off huge. That's the residuals as marketers we all want. We want to work hard our first 5 years to sit back and collect those residuals, right? That's exactly what 2 team pay is. That's the binary pay.
Love it. Next slide. Matching bonuses. This right here is something that I love the whole philosophy. If you think about every component in this compensation plan, it was designed by people that have had a ton of success in the industry. If you want to have a lot of success in the industry, it's about many hands making light work. It's about leverage. It's about you would rather get 1% of 100 people's efforts than 1% of your own effort. Why is that? We all only have 24 hours in our day. Imagine if you have a team of 100 people and you got paid just an hour off of each one of those 100 people a day. That's 100. It's physically impossible for us to even do that by ourselves. So that every component in the compensation plan is rewarding proper behavior. The matching bonus is rewarding people going out and helping other people move up through the ranks in the compensation plan. So as you guys can see, there's different colors here in the tree. And you can look at the numbers that you can actually start qualifying for there. But the generational matching check bonuses talk about there's for a first generation, a second generation, a third generation, a fourth generation. So as you move up in rank, you can start getting a percentage of all these leaders that you're producing in your organization. So you're going out and you're hitting a rank as quick as possible. Why? Because the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. And then you're saying, okay, I hit silver. I'm going to help you guys hit silver. Boom. You're a silver. You help other people hit silver. You move up to gold. Okay. You're a gold. You help those other people move up to gold. You start to move up to platinum as the volume grows. Okay. And every single time, as you guys can see here, that you hit a new rank and you help others hit a new rank, it unlocks another generation of matching checks. And from somebody that's made millions of dollars in this specific compensation plan, some of the weeks, like Michelle talked about, in your binary pay, some weeks we'd make $20,000. We built multiple positions, and that's something that you can think about later down the road. If you've got a spouse, if you've got a business, you can put them up in one of those two legs, and you can run yourself to diamond. And you hit diamond, you help that other position hit diamond. But some of those weeks when we would make $20,000 per position in the binary, our matching checks would be $30,000 in that 1 week because we helped a lot of people hit ranks. And so this is rewarding you going out, hitting a position, but you focusing on helping other people rank up and hit positions. It's the most cooperative based comp plan I've ever seen, to where if you want to make money, you got to help other people start making money. It's not about you just signing up and it's the lottery and you just won and now you can just kick back and do nothing. It rewards people showing up, helping other people succeed, helping other people reach their goals. Michelle, I know you want to say something about the matching bonuses and the
Yeah, I
general.
love the matching bonuses. Now, first of all, it's two different ones, guys. You have the sponsoring matching bonus. That's everybody that you personally put in when they receive a paycheck, you get 20% of that. So if they are making $100 paycheck, you're getting $20. It's that simple for the people that you put in. Now, the generational one, I love this one because this is another reward for duplication. You're actually making a 10% check for generations of gold in your organization. So you may not even know those people. It's just when your system and your organization is duplicating and duplicating and duplicating, leaders are going to come in because you never know who the next person knows. So if you're teaching everybody to go for that 5x5, then you never know who their five that they're bringing in. And that person could be the next big runner on your team, but you are also going to get a piece of their paycheck. You're going to get 10% off of their paycheck. So that's one of the things I love most about these two options is you're getting rewarded for your personal people that you're putting in, but you're also being rewarded for the growth of your team.
Well, another important, like, I think something that's overlooked sometimes is the benefit of us always recruiting. We're always personally sponsoring. Every single week, we should have a goal to sponsor 1 to 2 people. I would say two because of a component we're going to talk about to be able to get into that global pool, right? But we're always sponsoring new people instead of just we sponsor 2 people, because some people are like, I'm building 2 teams. I'm going to sponsor 2 people and that's it. I'm going to kick back. And it's like, no, you're not going to make a ton of money by having that mindset. So you're always looking to sponsor new people. And there's a huge incentive to do that through that matching bonus through our personal sponsor tree.
Right. And also remember you have uplines that are also putting people underneath you, and that's part of those generations as well. So this is a total team effort because you're getting spillover from above as well.
These right here, I tell you, this right here should be on everybody's vision board. This right here should be something that you should all aspire to be reaching. Because if you add it up, that's like $305,000 of money, but cash bonuses that you guys can get per position. Per position. And so when you hit Blue Diamond and you hold it for a couple of weeks, there's like everything's laid out in the back office in the comp plan. You get a $10,000 bonus sent to your e-wallet. Double Blue Diamond is a $20,000 bonus, cash bonus sent to your e-wallet. I think it's 6 weeks for that one. Black Diamond is a $40,000 bonus. Double Black Diamond is $75,000, and Green Diamond is a $150,000 bonus. Uh, First time around, I've hit every single one of these bonuses, and I'll tell you that was life changing to be able to have that experience. And I remember that one week that $150,000 bonus came in out. It was like a surreal moment on top of the other ones, and this is all accumulative, right? So you can collect every single one of these for every position. Now, if it took you 5 years to make an extra $305,000 in cash bonuses, is that worth it? I would say, hell yeah, it's worth it, right? Because where else are whoever's job is giving you those kind of cash bonuses for doing your job anyway? You're going to be doing this anyway. You're going to be wanting to move up in rank anyway, right? And so I'll tell you, this is life changing. This is something that I say every single one of you, if you're here, you might as well be here, right? If you're here, be here. If you're going to play, come play, because why not? This could be something that's your retirement. Imagine investing $305,000 and not even touching it for the next 10, 15, 20 years because you're already making money. Imagine the kind of options that that can create for you and your family. And I wanted to say that, guys, because this is very real for you guys to be able to hit that. Okay. There's also, it talks about the 2% global bonus pool. So as you hit diamond, you start qualifying for a special diamond global bonus pool where every single week you can participate and get draws from the entire company, meaning you're a diamond. Now the whole company's part of your team, right? And so that's why so many diamonds are willing to just help across the board, because then it's like the company is all the entire companies they're getting paid for. So that's a really cool incentive just to get to diamond. And some of those weeks, diamond pay could be hundreds of dollars, could be over $1,000. So it depends on every single week how many diamonds are hitting that bonus. But Michelle, anything you want to touch on here?
I just want to remind everyone that everything is also stackable. So if your team is running and running hard and you are hitting all of those bonuses, you can get paid all of those bonuses at the same time. Everything in the compensation plan is stackable.
So this right here, I would encourage each and every one of you. Obviously, there's way too much information for us to cover on here. This is in the comp plan. I would look at each rank, look at where you're at, look at where you want to be, look at like the next step. I say too many people get destination disease, meaning they start thinking about green diamond and they forget about the next rank in front of them. It's important for us to have a focus on the end, begin with the end in mind. Green diamond is the goal for each and every one of you, right? For each and every one of us, green diamond should be the goal. That's the long-term goal. But what's this month's goal? Whatever rank you're at, the next rank is this month's goal. And you got to break it down by, what am I gonna, you qualify weekly, right? But every single month as auto ships hit from the last month, every single Wednesday morning, you start having more auto ships and they start coming in. And so it helps you qualify for the next rank. So you got to look at it as like, okay, what's my next rank? How much volume do I need? And have long-term vision. This is one of those things where it's like too many people, it looks overwhelming and they forget that like all we have is time anyway. 2 years is going to go by just as quick, whether you're running for this or whether you're not. but every single day is an opportunity to start growing your business and working closer towards that end result, which should be green diamond for everybody. I mean, honestly, people have done it. So it's like, why not you? And it's just going to take time. And with everything that we have, with the new products, with the new technology, with Closer, I can't tell you how much more doable and attainable all these goals are, all these ranks are, with the addition of Closer coming soon. We're in a soft launch right now, February 1st. Robert said things should be up and running, like working smoothly. This is going to start running people through the ranks, guys. But I would look at every single one of these, have it a goal, have it a vision to hit the next one wherever you're at. Focus on that. Don't focus on the top, focus on the next rank and what you got to do to get to that next rank. And once you have that, then you can say, okay, now I want to hold that rank. Now you're holding that rank. Now you can focus on the next one.
So I also
Michelle.
just want to
Oh,
say
go
what
ahead.
Demetrius was saying. So yes, our volume resets to zero every week. So you do have to requalify for a rank every week, but you don't lose the volume that you have carried over. So if you go into your back office and you go to the organization tab and then binary details and scroll down, you're going to see every week that you get paid. And a reminder, we get paid a week behind. But you're going to see every week and you're going to see the spillover, the carryover. So let's say you had 1,000 on one leg and 500 on the other. You were paid out on the 500 and then 500 rolls over and carries over in that bank. So you will eventually be paid on all of that as you grow in the numbers on your left and your right. But you can always see how much carryover you have in that area in your back office. And then every week is based on new volume. So that's why it resets to zero every week. You want to keep your eye on, okay, if my right leg is growing and has 1,200 CV in it already, but my left leg only has 200, you might want to turn that rotator to the left for a couple days and try to get some new people in there and try to get that leg growing a little bit. So it's all in the binary details tab in your back office. Always keep an eye on that because you can always see where your numbers are at all times.
Yes. We talked about the commission schedule. You guys can I would study this. We get paid like 5 times a month. The lifestyle bonuses are paid monthly. Then we have our weekly pay. We have our 50% retail, guys. And just so you know, I the 50% was at the beginning. Didn't really touch on that too much, but that's an exciting component of the comp plan, meaning for every dollar, when you get a retail customer for the dollar amount, you get 50% of that as a retail commission. That shows up as soon as the order is processed, that shows up in your e-wallet. And the cool thing is we've already got people that are, I mean, we had a person come in to make $1,000 and almost $997 in their first day when they joined. That showed up into their e-wallet. They could use that money to order more products and invest in their business. Every single week, you can withdraw that money, request to withdraw that money. Uh, and then every single month, the lifestyle bonuses hit the second week of the month. And so every single week you're getting paid, which is super cool. But then, when you personally sponsor somebody as a brand partner, that commission shows up in your e-wallet. And then when you get a retail customer, that commission shows up in your e-wallet that you can actually use. Talked about the 60% rule. That's super cool. Meaning you're never going to have a week where the comp plan pays out 50%. It will always pay 60% every single week. I know, Dan takes a lot of pride in that to where it's a true 60% payout every single week. It's paid out 60% of the total sales, right? The volume is paid out through the comp plan through all these different ways that you can start getting paid. PB is your personal volume and CV is commissionable volume. And I don't know, anything else you want to talk about on this, Michelle?
Yeah, so just remember you get paid three ways. You get paid instant pay with when new people purchase or even the reorders for customer. You get paid weekly, which is your two team pay, your check matches, the global bonus pool, and then you get paid monthly, which is your lifestyle bonus. Now, remember also when you first join or if you haven't done it yet, go set up the way you want to get paid. You want to make sure you do that before you want to get paid for the first time, because it does take some time. Remember, these are online banking. You have to submit your credentials, your bank, where you want the money transferred to. It's not just a simple, okay, pay me. You have to set that up. So make sure that you go into your back office. It will take you step by step how to do that. We have 3 different ways to get paid. If you're USA, you can choose any of those ways. If you're international, you have a choice of iPayout or CoinZoom. Actually, I don't think CoinZoom is with Orygn yet, but it will be. But you have iPayout, which is international, and then you have Pay Quicker, which is a card. That is USA only, though. Make sure you guys get that set up ASAP. So this way you're ready to start taking money out. Now, even though you get paid instantly for your customers, that money you can use instantly if you need to purchase, but we only pay out once a week. We only pay out on Fridays. So remember, if you want to get money out, to make sure that you take that money out, you request that withdrawal by Thursday to be paid out on Fridays. So if you put your request in on Saturday, you're not going to be paid out until the following Friday. So keep that in mind. They only pay out on Fridays. I'm gonna go back up now because that was the last page. I'm gonna go back up to here so we can talk about number 9, which is the 1% bonus pool.
Okay, guys, this right here, I mean, honestly, that was a stroke of genius um, that they came up with to where every single person when they join, they have their first goal is to sign up 2 people, get 2 brand partners in their first 48 hours. And they wanted to do this and they wanted to pay people for the right activity so that we can start thinking, okay, duplication. This is about leverage. This is about a lot of people doing a few simple steps. This is about us replacing ourselves, teaching people how to go and take care of their own business, run their business. We're going to be there to support them and help them. But at the end of the day, this is all of our own businesses. Okay, so you have to have the mentality. If it is up to me as a brand new person. My goal is to sign up 2 people in my first 48 hours. And the cool thing is, this started out as just being that. If you get 2 people in your first 48 hours, you start to tap into this global bonus pool. Now, I know I've had shares where they were like $20. I've had shares where they were like $100. But the cool thing is every single week, if you go out and you get 2 new people that week, you qualify for that global bonus pool. I love that they're paying us for us to go out and do the right thing and not get complacent, but really always be looking at growing our business, expanding our business, sponsoring new people, launching those new people, helping those 2 new people get their first 2 new people. And if we all stay in this phase 1 mindset, every single week we're looking for 2 new people. But we're not just looking to sign up 2 new people and wish them good luck. We're looking to sign up 2 new people and then help them get their bonus and get their first 2 people in the first 48 hours that they're in. And then we teach them how to do that. So if we are doing that, keep in mind, guys, the average 18-year-old knows about 2,000 people by first name. If you were to look at everybody's phone in their contacts, how many people do you think the average person has in their contacts? Well, over 2,000. That means you have an endless supply of people to talk to. You get your first 2 in 48, boom, you're going to help them get their first 2 in 48. And then every single week we have a goal to get 2 new people. We help them get 2 new people. We're going to be qualifying for lifestyle bonuses each month, and we're going to help a lot of people qualify for lifestyle bonuses each month. And we're going to have a lot of people that we can talk to. So we're literally never going to run out of people to talk to if we focus on that.
Awesome. I love this bonus, you guys. So just so you know, our pay weeks run Wednesday to Tuesday. So in your first 48 hours, when you qualify for this 1% bonus pool, you earn that bonus. You earn that bonus for that week. And then each week after that, that you bring in 2 new brand partners, you earn it again over and over and over again. You are lifetime qualified. You don't have to requalify. So if there's a week, maybe you're on vacation and you tuned out of business, that's okay. You can skip that week. But every week you bring in 2 new brand partners, you earn the bonus for that week. I mean, Demetrius has said he's seen it over $100. I've gotten that bonus over $400. So that bonus could be anything. It all depends on how many people qualify that particular week. So it is important that you get qualified for that and you encourage everybody. And this is also part of that simple duplication that we told you about. If every brand new person is coming in and you're teaching them, get your two in 48 hours, not only do they get their two, but if they put one of those two on their left and one on their right, they're now binary qualified. Right now, what's the next step in duplication? Go for 2 by 2, go for 3 by 3, go for 4 by 4, go for 5 by 5. And you're watching your team duplicate right underneath you. That's the simple duplication. If I'm teaching you and you're teaching your people and they're teaching their people and they're teaching their people, their whole downline is just going to explode. So it's all about working the duplication and teaching the duplication. This whole comp plan is all about simple duplication. And that's it.
It really is. And honestly, I mean, I've never seen a richer pay plan. And from somebody that's been around a long time, that's owned a company, that's been a part of companies that have paid out a lot of money, but then had to change the comp plan because they weren't set up to grow. As the company grew, the comp plan got smaller and smaller because the overhead grew and different things like that. But this has been designed from the ground up to where it's always going to pay 60%. You're always going to be able to count on the fact that every single week they've paid out. Every single week they're going to continue to pay out. And the numbers absolutely work if you work. That's the last component of the comp plan. It all pays through product sales. Last thing I'll say is this. Guys, I've never seen a product as viral as far as the potential goes as TriGLP. I've never seen a product do the things that this product is doing. I've never seen a product that has such high demand and such a residual component as TriGLP. Why is that important? Because this comp plan is all volume driven. And if you've got a product that has the demand that this product has, that means we're going to sell a high number of bottles. We're going to sell a high number of volume, and that volume is going to keep flowing through. And when you have a company that pays like this company pays, there's going to be a lot of wealthy people. There's going to be, oh, what is that? Oh, okay. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to absolutely crush their financial goals this year. So, whatever your financial goal is, you should have a number every single day. Put that number up before you go to bed. Look at that number. Look at your vision board. Look at your goals. When you wake up, look at that number. Look at your vision board. Look at your goals. And as you go out throughout the day, just understand what's the worst that can happen. Somebody says no. That's it. That's the worst that can happen, right? But I'm telling you, not too many people are saying no to us because of the quality of TriGLP. That makes for a phenomenal residual income. So when you look at that